This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I will get to the video and the content, which is important, in a minute. I actually recorded this video. It's 15 to 20 minutes long, and it just automatically deleted, which has never happened to me before as far as the audio goes. I've had issues with uploading to YouTube, and I'm not surprised because of the content, because these are the types of things that help wake people up, and the devil doesn't want people waking up. But before I get into that, I just want to let everybody know, please make sure you subscribe to my backup channel, The Fire Rises. If you haven't, just press pause real quick, click the link below, click the subscribe button, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're somebody who has only subscribed to The Fire Rises, make sure you find my other channel, A Call for an Uprising. Okay? It's A Call for an Uprising 2, actually. It's because that's a backup channel from my main one, which was deleted. Just make sure you do that in the event that my channel gets deleted again. I already have one strike on this channel. And if you still want to listen to the content and enjoy the daily content, that way you'll know where I am and you don't have to worry about me just vanishing. Because a lot of people have been saying, I thought where have you been the last couple of months? I just stumbled upon you in a suggested thing. And, listen, it's there. It takes 1 minute. Do it. Not even 1 minute. It takes 10 seconds. Click and subscribe. And I also just want to thank everybody out there who supported the channel and continues to support it, whether it's through prayers and kind words, people who have been good friends with nice, kind messages that they send me, encouragement and that sort of thing. It's greatly appreciated. People who have sent PayPal donations because of all this crap that's gone on with YouTube, that is greatly appreciated and goes a long way. People who have become patrons, it is greatly appreciated. I can't express how much I appreciate it. If you're somebody out there who wants to help the channel, listen, you could sit through the ads. I know everybody skips the ads. I don't blame you. Put the channel on mute when the ad is on. That helps the channel out as well. If you want to help in that way, it's appreciated. But I appreciate all of you. I just want to make that clear, and thank you again for your support. Now, this story, I'm not going to make light of it because it does involve people ending their own lives. And there's nothing funny about that, even if they are Satanists. It's actually tragic because this young girl named Lilia, it seems like she went missing and was lured away by this 30-year-old boyfriend, and they're part of a satanic, cult, or, well, it doesn't necessarily say cult. They're making a satanic pact to the devil, and what they end up doing was committing suicide during a blood ritual on one of the Greek islands. And of course, that's tragic. You want to tell me that these Satanists are like, hey, yeah, no, we don't really worship the devil. How many stories do we need to hear about Satanists, about all this stuff that they do, and then they just go, no, we're not those types of Satanists. Those are the other kinds, huh? And please, if you're a Satanist out there and your end game of your ritual is to kill yourself, to off yourself, what's going on there? Is this a good way for you to recruit people? Hey, join the satanic, our satanic covens and our satanic cults. You could practice these rituals, and if you don't want to practice it on a baby or an animal, the blood ritual, just do it on yourself and kill yourself. All right, sign me up, huh? It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, but it's not surprising that it comes from Satanists because they're the stupidest people that have ever lived. I put them right there next to atheists. But at least, atheists are people who are being deceived by the lies of the world. The Satanists are just downright filthy scumbags. Scumbags that shouldn't be around or allowed to be in this world. But soon enough, they'll get their wish and they'll be parading around hell with pitchforks up their rear ends, which is what they seemingly want. So back to this story. And you could see the picture of the girl. It's embarrassing. Obviously, a lot of these Satanists think they're vampires and they cover themselves in blood and stuff. Then they pretend like they're not really lusting for blood when they do. But this tourist couple who bled to death in a Greek island guest house appear to have been performing a satanic ceremony before their double suicide on New Year's Eve. Knives, candles, and a pentagram symbol used by devil worshippers were found in the Airbnb room near the bodies of Lilia and her boyfriend. And again, you can see the picture here. You can see the pentagram. But remember, folks, all these satanic organizations, the Church of Satan, the Satanic Temple, all of them are like, hey, no, we're just an atheist organization. Don't mind the big goat that we worship and this symbol here, which represents Satanism and Baphomet and black magic. No. We just do that for fun. We're really a political group, huh? And people just believe it because, people are just absolutely clueless. But here you can see the girl holding the pentagram in her mouth. No surprise, And it's sad. It's sad for somebody to lose their lives. The sinister arrangement of objects in the blood-soaked apartment led investigators to believe the pair were taking part in a black magic ritual. Now, when it comes to magic, obviously we're all aware, if you listen to this channel, every single thing that we see, from music to television, They always use the word magic. They have conditioned people with that word. People think falling in love is magical, right? They think, oh, it's magic. Oh, look at the sky. It's magic. I mean, the word is pretty much used with everything that's positive in the world. That's what they've done, right? Because we know they invert things. They flip things. When magic in reality is atrocious, it's abomination, and it's an embarrassment on top of it. I mean, you ever see these guys, these magicians, pulling a rabbit out of a hat? I'd love to run up on stage and clothesline one of them, but that's another story for another day. I mean, you got to be talking about the biggest twerps on the planet. These people use these words to indoctrinate the masses, and they think when they hear magic, all they hear is positive. So when stories like this come out about black magic, about blood sacrifice, people automatically dismiss it because they've already been trained to believe that magic isn't real, wink, wink, despite the fact that people are walking around dressing like Harry Potter, despite the fact that almost every show, whether it's Sabrina the Teenage Witch or, The Worst Witch on Netflix or The Craft, I mean, the story goes on and on. You can watch Freemason ceremonies where they talk about the secrets and the mysticism. We talk about the Kabbalah and the Jewish mysticism, all of this stuff. It all revolves around magic and black magic. Crowley's teachings, LaVey, even though LaVey pretends he's an atheist, it's part of the deception and how they're getting away with this stuff and having these, being out in the public and in the open. They've inverted everything. So magic in itself, the word has been inverted, but people will hear stories like this and they'll immediately be afraid. They'll be, I don't want to hear that stuff. They don't want to hear like this type of stuff. And I understand, I deal with people every day who say, all you do is talk about the negative. When are you going to talk about the positive? Well, I could go to somebody's door, knock on the door and start reading a Bible verse. They're going to shut the door in my face. I mean, let's be realistic. They've already made, they have Mormons and they have Jehovah's. They've made a huge joke of Christianity for the most part. They have Broadway plays, the guys from South Park mocking, this the whole mindset of, they're coming to the door and they're going to read us Bible scripture and, they're so annoying. They won't go away. I've covered that before. They've done it on The Simpsons. They've done it on Family Guy. Okay, it's something that they've planted in people's heads. What I try to do is the opposite. Because listen, most people have heard of the Bible. I can't give anyone salvation. You can't. Nobody can except Jesus Christ. What we can do is try to get people to pick up the Bible. Right? And by showing them the opposite of what other people who are going, I'm an evangelist, and all they're doing is pumping BS out of their mouths, right? They're going, what a gift today is. What a wonderful thing. I mean, I'm not that kind of guy. I appreciate life. I appreciate what God's given me. I appreciate family. I appreciate the support of all of you listening and the friendship we all have, because that's what I look at this channel as, is a bunch of friends talking and commenting and seeing all of this stuff. But let's be realistic. Who is looking out the window and looking at this stuff and going, what a wonderful world. Hey, what a great time. Let's dress up in our PJs and have a little party. I mean, you're kidding me, right? I try to show people this stuff, not to cause fear in their own lives, but to get them to realize, wow, all of this stuff is actually happening right in front of my face. And I never realized it because of the mind control, because how they plant seeds, because how they get you to think not consciously and to be in a sleep state 24/7. So by seeing this stuff, it helps a lot of people pick up their Bible. And then hopefully through that, they realize Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life, and they find salvation. But I understand people who don't like my channel and don't want to hear this negative stuff. I completely understand. You're not going to get salvation through hearing the negative stuff if you're already saved. Right? But this does help people. So when people see articles like this, they dismiss it and they run because they've already been desensitized to it. Well, magic's not real. These people are just weirdos. Oh, they killed themselves. Blood rituals don't happen. These people don't kill children and animals. They don't drink blood. They don't eat babies. All that stuff, because it's all stuff they've turned into these trigger words in their heads that people just laugh off. And you can see this girl here. I mean, it's tragic that someone's life can turn like this and be influenced by the devil and influenced by this stuff that these losers practice. Oh, yeah. Oh, you could do what you want and you don't have to worry about, feeling guilty about it anymore. Oh, okay. Well, here's two of your own kind here, Satanists, who just off themselves. Is that what you wanted? Probably. That's what the devil wanted, because that's really what the devil wants at the end of the day. He doesn't give a damn about any of these people who follow him, right? They all think, oh, yeah, there's a plan in hell and we're going to lead here and say, yeah, you're all going to be burning. He could care less about you. You only could wish that some of these Satanists would turn away. The German boyfriend, who was not named, is said to have watched her die then sat in the bath and plunged a knife into his heart, which is just sick. Their bodies were found on December 31st by the pregnant owner of the guest house where the pair had been staying since Boxing Day after booking online through Airbnb. Lilia is a Bulgarian national who studied in Germany, had been reported missing last June, and was the subject of an Interpol notice to help find her, according to reports. Now, I would think most likely that this guy probably seduced her somehow online or whatever. Obviously, I don't think she was kidnapped or something. But I'm sure he put her under a spell and put her under she's a younger girl, got her to believe in all this black magic stuff, that it's cool, that it's great, and got the girl to kill herself. And this ritual probably was something where this guy thinks he's getting some type of an enhancement or some type of a power in the afterlife, which is pathetic. Because this guy just offed himself here. The next time he opens his eyes, it's going to be Judgment Day, and there's going to be a locomotive running him over. His name's Jesus Christ. And I'll tell you one thing, I see guys like this on Judgment Day, I'll run them over quick. So all their little magic spells that they perform here on Earth are worthless. Just like pretty much the lives that they lead and the lives that they live. Her family also appealed on social media, but called off the search after she contacted German authorities to say she was in a city out there in the UK. The couple arrived on the island in a rental car with false number plates. Villagers said the couple barely left the house in the time they were there. Last year, a heavily pregnant woman was stabbed to death and burnt to ashes in a suspected satanic ritual in Argentina. So some of these stories will come out with these suicides and these rituals. But it's not like, it's not going to make the news, so no one's going to hear about it, no one's going to care about it. They're not going to lead in with, there's all these things, because this, but the Satanists don't care if a story like this comes out, because it helps the give and create the mindset that they have already given and created for the masses, right? Just a couple of freaks, couple of weirdos, putting up candles and they wanted to kill themselves, and they don't give great details about what the ritual is about and what they were trying to perform, and people just shake it off. But this is the reality of the world we live in. Satanists exist. Black magic is real. The Bible warns us of black magic, of magic and sorcery, and the dangers and the evil of it. And we're told to avoid it. Yet people continue to practice it. And all these people in positions of high power in politics, entertainment, they're all part of it. They all do it, right? But their time's going to run out soon. Their magic spells that they have cast on the masses are going to wear off, and then they're going to be blanked. You know what I mean? They are going to be blanked come Judgment Day, especially for what they've done to the masses out there, which has put a massive spell on everyone. So obviously this is a sad story, but I wanted to show it and share it because people need to hear this. They need to know that there's people performing these rituals all around the world, and they're not always on themselves. It's actually rare that it would be a ritual where they murder themselves in a satanic blood ritual. This would usually be a ritual involving animals or children, or even an adult, even a grown woman or a teenager. Okay, this stuff does happen. It is real, and more people need to know about it. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.